Hello guys, welcome back to one more Drive Club online multiplayer video. We're gonna be driving into Mil Nadu in India, and I have absolutely no idea whether this is the correct way to pronounce the track's name, but that's the one we're gonna be going with. Um, I'm driving the BAC Mono, and I gotta be honest, this is not one of the cars that I usually drive, unless I'm in the mood to shake things up a little bit. And also, this race is one of those one make races, so I had no other option. I had to choose the BAC Mono. But if I were given the choice, I would have probably gone with another car if I wasn't in the mood to drive something I don't normally drive. So this is a car that it's quick and very nimble, and especially so when you're driving in tracks that have a lot of corners and you're driving against faster cars. This is a car that you can actually be competitive in, because you can pretty much make up the difference in speed around the corners. And I don't know what the hell happened there, but it felt like I was driving on a straight line. I don't know what I was thinking, and this was recorded so long ago that I have no idea of whether I was pissed off at somebody who screwed me up on a previous race and I was trying to block him off, or if something happened to my controller. I don't know what was going on, but it was weird. So we're up in 4th place. For a moment there, we managed to get up to 1st place, but then we started driving on a straight line and we almost collided against the wall, so we lost a couple positions, but we managed to recover most of them, and now it's a matter of reeling the 1st place in. He's not that far off, so I don't think it's gonna be something that's impossible for us to do, and especially so because we're all driving the same cars, so there's not any differences in performance, in cornering ability, so it's pretty much level. It's down to our individual skills. So I think it's gonna be possible for us to overtake this guy in front of us. We have about a lap and a half left to go. This is a 3-lap race. It started raining, so that's not gonna help us. And this guy drives straight into the wall, and of course we're gonna get up to 1st place. But there's another guy on my tail, fairly close. He's actually gaining on me because of the slipstream, and uh, it seems that he's a fast racer. I'm not entirely sure if that has something to do with the slipstream or not, but he's fast. I'm trying to. I nudged him a little bit because I wanted him to give me space. I had the inside line, so I don't know what he was thinking, trying to kind of make it even narrower for me to go over that section. But we managed to go through that just fine, and we're up in 1st place, and we're starting to pull away from the competition, but there's a battle going on, as I can see in the map, and that can only help us pulling away even further. That's gonna slow them down quite a bit. We're on the last lap, still in 1st place. There are 9 racers in total in the race, and I think at this point, if I don't screw up any corner until we cross the finish line, I think it's pretty much a guaranteed win. Let's see how this goes. The rain starts to uh, decrease the intensity, so that's gonna help us a lot. This car is not a good car to drive in the rain. It can be quite tricky, especially so because it's so nimble. It can become a huge mess on wet tracks. But somehow that other guy got overtaken by this MP3 something. I think it's MP3 files DVD. What kind of nickname is that? Yeah, something happened with that other guy and he left the lobby. And this is gonna be an easier than I expected win. I thought I was gonna have a lot of trouble because this guy who just left the lobby was fast, but once he quit the lobby, I was pretty much guaranteed a win. So yeah, we finished the race with a 3-second gap. Not bad, not great. I'd say that's pretty much average, but that was a nice one. Moving on to the second race of the video, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna be driving in Canada. I can tell by because it's night, but I think this is in Canada or not. I don't know. But this race is probably gonna have dynamic time because it's a 3 lap race, and I know that this layout is a little bit on the longer side, so it's gonna take us maybe a minute and a half to go through an entire lap. And these guys go a little bit wide. I take the inside line. This guy's gonna try to edge me out. Doesn't work. And I'm gonna stick to my line here regardless of regardless of what they're doing back there. This guy's gonna try to edge me out. He managed to do that just a little bit, but I managed to recover just fine, and I'm not that far from him. But I'm gonna be keeping an eye on him because I know that he's one of the dirty guys in the race. And this game had a lot of these people. The game did a lot to curb this type of behavior, but there's only so much a game can do without a proper penalty system in place like GT Sport has. And I find the GT Sport penalty system kind of gives incentive to people to actually drive cleaner than they did in Driveclub. In Driveclub, there wasn't a scoring system where they used that to match you up against similarly skilled players or players with the same type of behavior. The penalties in this game is pretty much were all about penalizing you during the race, slowing you down if you cut corners, if you ran people off, like I just did. I cut the corner unintentionally, and I get a slow down penalty. The guy that was trying to screw me up since the beginning of the race managed to overtake me, and whenever these guys try to screw me up, I make it my personal mission to try and, even if I don't win the race, but at least finish ahead of them, because I wanna be that guy that shows them that their dirty tricks didn't work, that it was useless, and that I managed to win cleanly in using my ability alone, not pulling any dirty tricks like this guy did. This guy's gonna try to go for something. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but he didn't get my position. But he's fairly close, so I need to keep an eye on him, especially so because he is on the inside. And this guy he literally used my car as some sort of barrier to help him through that corner. And I'm pretty sure that he's gonna try to pull something. I hope I'm wrong though. He still has the inside, so I can see why he's not that worried. But I was a little bit ahead of him, so I took the corner first, and I managed to guarantee my position. Now this is gonna be interesting because we're in third place. We're on the last lap. It's still night. I thought it was gonna have a dynamic time of day or weather. That wasn't the case. And this guy kind of screws his corner up. He's gonna try to go for a move. It doesn't work because I was going faster, so he just about missed my car. I kind of screwed this corner up a little bit. I was supposed to take this one at a fairly higher speed, but that's good because apparently he made a mistake back there, and that's gonna be enough to keep me ahead of him. And now he's on a two-way battle against somebody else back there, and that's gonna slow him down, especially so if he's trying to screw that other guy up, just like he tried to do with me. And this is apparently gonna be a second place finish. Let me see. This is the last straight of the race. The first place already crossed the line, so there's a timer going on. And let me see the results. So yeah, there was a second place finish. The first place managed to finish with a 4-second gap. That's quite a lot in this class. But I'm happy with the result, especially so because I managed to finish ahead of this other guy. Moving on to the third and last race of the video, we're going to be driving the Lamborghini Huracan. I believe this is one of the DLC cars, I'm not entirely sure, don't remember. But I believe this is one of the DLC cars. This guy somehow doesn't start, so we're already up in 5th place. This is gonna be a sprint race, so there's not gonna be a multi-lap setup like the other ones. And so that's gonna make things a little bit trickier. We're not gonna have a lot of overtaking opportunities. This guy somehow drives into the middle of the track out of nowhere. I would have expected him to keep his line, but somehow he didn't. He's all over the place here. I managed to go past these guys and he ghosted out. So whenever this happens in this game, someone ghosted out, you overtake them and they kind of teleport in front of you, you can be pretty sure that they are lagging out. Or my connection is laggy, and this is what's causing the ghosting issue. But we're up in 1st place. This guy is really on my tail and it's getting me a little bit tense because I know he's gonna try to go for a move. I'm trying to position myself in order to take the 2nd corner, but he's not gonna help me. And this is one of the cases where he tried to push me and my car turned into his. It looks like I was trying to block him off, and when I'm trying to block people off intentionally, I'm gonna let you know, like I usually do. But this is not the case. This game had a tendency of driving your car automatically into the person who hit you, making it look like you were trying to block them. And I don't know if that's a device that that Evolution Studios implemented into the game as a way to kind of help people protect themselves against players like these guys who are constantly trying to edge you out. I don't know if that, it looks like that was their intention. They kind of implemented this sort of physics feature where your car turns itself into the person that's trying to push you as a way to kind of fight back without having you do anything about it. You just can keep driving, but it doesn't work. That's the point. It doesn't work. Most part of the time makes you look like you're an asshole, makes you look like you were trying to block people off when in fact you're not. And more often than not, usually makes you lose a lot of speed as a result, because you can be pretty sure that something's gonna happen. You either is gonna slide out or spin out at the worst case scenario, or you're gonna end up hitting a wall because you couldn't keep your car centered into the track because of this sort of physics feature. But somehow we're fine. We're up in 1st place. The other guys are nowhere to be seen, so I would assume that we have quite a sizable gap over all of them. I just about managed to keep driving. I collided against the wall because I dipped 2 wheels off to the side of the track, and that's something that you really want to avoid in Driveclub. These things can really throw you off regardless of the road surface. And that's been a very easy 1st place finish in the Lamborghini Huracan. But anyways, I hope you had fun watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more Driveclub content, share the video with your friends and on your social media. It helps me out a lot and I'd really appreciate the help. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description down below or in the beginning of the video. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye.